All right, I think it's showtime. Let's see. Okay, yep, clock's running. Cajun Coin down here with y'all this morning, early this morning. How y'all are? Damn, I don't even have my chat popped out. Well, let's see. Okay, I'll get it popped out here in a minute. I know I can't even see nothing here. All right, I'm not even ready. I ain't streamed in so long. I done forgot what to do. I'm new. I don't know what to do. Okay. All right, let's see. I even forgot how to add myself. I need to get some lights on. I'm running late. All right, whoops. Nope, nope, nope. All right, and here he is, right here, one of my panel members tonight, and I still got to send out one more link. Phil guy,
Oh,
what's
look,
up?
I'm here.
Lord Emperor Fielding.
Not much.
Are we
You
live?
got me. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we live.
All right, let me find me a tab and get in my channel and get my chat popped out. Go ahead and talk over
You
there.
just. Oh yeah, you just got me presented. So yeah, but I don't know if anybody's in the chat yet. I got to pull up the chat and StreamYards and see. I'm sure you probably got millions and millions of fans if it wants to pull up.
Oh yeah, we live. It's showing.
Yeah, I figured so.
David Carlisle, what's up, David? Now, yeah, you are, man. Quick wrench is in the house. Cajun hiding. No, I'm not. Let's see. Let me get my
Dave's not here, man.
chat
Hi,
right
Mr.
here.
Dave's not here, man. Cajun's going back to sleep, so I'm running the stream tonight. No, I'm just
I might do that. No, I can't because I run out of hours.
I did like an hour and a half. I'm like at I think I did like 10 and a half hours, and it says streaming. You are using your StreamYard. I'm like, I still got 9.5 hours left because I've been I did like 10 minutes on Twitch here and there, but I haven't been getting many. I haven't really got. Don't get many views anymore in there. I still get bits every once in a while, but I didn't. But I still run it on Twitch anyway, just for the hell of it. Because somebody will watch it or clip it or do something with it. I don't know. But yeah, I'll tell you what I did on my. I tell you what I did on my stream tonight. I was bored. I said, you know what? I'm just going to show my baseball cards again. Hell with it. I had Brock's boys there, and see who was there. Philip Blair was there, and Brock's boys, and I think that was it. Somebody else might have popped in, and I'm forgetting. But I was just showing my cards, and I was only going to go an hour. I said, all right, I'm going to go. Oh, DDSC popped in for a brief minute. He said, I'll be back. And I said, well, I'm going to end the stream. I'm tired. Because I was only going to do an hour. I did an hour and a half. But I had like 7 or 8 people in there, but they were just lurking in the background. I said, well, I guess I'll keep her going a little bit. But,
Rose Blue. Okay, let's see. You ready for the Arctic Blast? Cool, boy. Yeah, and they changed it too. Missy said they changed it. So it's supposed to snow. It's supposed to come down to the coast. It wasn't supposed to come down to the coast. It was supposed to just get around Alexandria and stop, for the ice and stuff. But it's supposed to hit the water now, go out in the Gulf. So we going to stay at a friend's house? Okay. Dallas. Oh, in my RV. Okay. Yeah, Dallas, it'll be cold as February. Yeah. Well, hell, last year we had a lot of snow down here. I got pictures of it. Hell, I got 2 videos of it.
I did a video too.
Man, yeah.
Y'all got like more than us, though.
A foot. Yeah, you can look in the video and see the snow on the vehicles, in the road and stuff. Man, and some big old flakes were coming down too.
We got 6 to 8 inches. Y'all got more than us though. If I remember right.
Yeah, we had right out a foot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think they were saying we got 6 to 8 inches. That's what they kept saying, but I don't know. But I did a short video on my channel. It's still up there somewhere. Just you couldn't. I have a ditch in front of my house that they don't have sidewalks. They have a ditch on either side, the whole length of the neighborhood. There's ditches, and the ditch, it was completely covered to the point. Some guy was riding with his bike, but it was to the point where you couldn't tell where the ditch was or the street. It was all covered. The plant was covered, like the front. I was out there for a while, but I only filmed, I don't know, minute and a half, whatever it was. I was like, I'm too cold. I looking up the thing. I was like, what the hell? But yesterday, the day before, was the 1 year anniversary of last year. Terry Carlisle. Cajun, your chat's getting overrun by the Carlisles.
Yeah. Senator Cruz ran off to California today, just like February 20. Yeah, Cruz. What shit should have just went down south in the valley. Well, no, it's supposed to be cold in the valley too.
Yeah, probably so. It's cold everywhere. Let's see. Waiting for the millions and millions of fans to come in. That's what I say on my chat anyway. It never works, but I keep saying it. Anybody out there got any of the new coins yet in circulation? I haven't. But then again, I really haven't went anywhere and spent anything yet to do it. I know a couple of them got put out the other day, and watching a video LAP Coins did with the mint. Oh, wait a minute. Badger, we don't need no sticking Badger.
Badger, what's up?
Mike Badger in the building.
Damn, I know.
Come on up and enjoy the cold. Shit, the cold's come down to the south. What the hell? Y'all not doing a good job of keeping the cold up there. When I'm freezing my ass off in New Orleans, and I'm all the way down by the Gulf of America, good Lord. The only reason it can snow down here is because I watched this. The Gulf of America, the moisture has to come up at the exact point the front hits, and that's what caused the snow last year. And that's what caused it, and it missed it last week, and that's why Florida and Georgia got it. That's what
yeah, if we get a cold front, and the cold air is behind the front, okay? So if we get let me do this. Okay, here we go.
Hey, I was wondering where you got me up there.
If we usually when a cold front's coming down, okay, a northern blast, an Arctic blast, what'll happen is we'll get rain. Everybody get rain, tornadoes, all that. Okay, the warm, moist Gulf air is going up, and it's meeting all that. It's sucking all that energy coming down is sucking up all that stuff off the Gulf. All right. What happens is you get rain, tornadoes, updrafts, downdrafts. You get Jerichos. I forget the real name of them. They call it something like a Jericho or something like that. Hiroshiko or something. It's just like a tornado, but it's not. It's like a microburst, microblast, sonic blast, one of them things. So anyway, okay, we just had a cold front come through. Okay, so it's still a little cool, but it's supposed to be in the 70s, 70, 71. before this cold blast comes through, but it's going to come like twice. It's going to be kind of like a double header. It's going to be cold, and then another little one's coming down, and that's going to reinforce the cold. And if it rains, if the rain gets this far down, then it's going to snow and sleet.
Yeah, that's one of the main conditions. Yeah,
Yeah,
they,
because
they
last
said
year
also.
when it snowed a lot, we had a cold front come
Mhm.
through, and it rained. Okay, then the day after, we
Yeah,
had another one come through to reinforce it. Okay, I mean the cold air stayed; it was cold, and then another front came through and just reinforced that, and that's what caused the snow. It's just like a regular, like if it would stay cold down here, it would snow often because those cold fronts come down often. Once a week.
oh
That's
yeah.
that's
Well, they were
why
saying
north
that.
it stays snowy all the time
Yeah.
because them fronts come down and it's already cold up there.
Well, if it rains at that point, the cold front carries it. Yeah, but they were saying also about the moisture in the Gulf. It necessarily doesn't have to rain if the cold front picks up while the moisture is getting into the atmosphere at the same time. That'll make it rain. The moisture, they'll pick it up. It'll make it rain and make it sleet, make it snow. That's one of the other options that they were saying. They were saying that last week on the news.
Well, yeah, it's
One of the
caused
guys
by
on.
moisture that's coming off the Gulf because that's what causes rain clouds. Uh,
Yeah.
like up north right now, uh, rain. Rain doesn't start off as rain. It starts off as a piece of ice or snow up no up high elevations. Then when it starts falling down slowly, it starts melting, and then it turns into a raindrop around what 18,000 feet or something. Because it's cold
Yeah, I think so.
up where an airplane, a jet, 30,000 feet. It's below zero or something. Up outside. That's why we a lot of people they'll freeze to death before they hit the ground or have a heart attack. And they jump out of a plane with no parachute. If a tail section breaks off, you all flabbergasted. But it's cold. It's very cold up there. It's below zero.
Yeah, that'll get them.
But what happened was last year, it wasn't real hot. Like cold fronts, when they come down, they attract the warm, moist air. That's why it's going to be 70 degrees up until Saturday. It's going to be 70 degrees Saturday, and Sunday morning it's going to be 32. And then the next morning, or the next morning, it's Monday morning, it's going to be 23.
Hmm. Hey, they did a thing on MythBusters about that, Badger. You can't. Trees don't explode. They expand to the point. They did it with liquid nitrogen at 230 below, and it didn't blow up a tree. They tried everything. They said the water expands during in the trunk, so they don't necessarily explode. It'd be nice if they did, but
Yeah, the sap.
I got a tree.
Fluid.
Yeah.
Um,
I got a tree outside my window right here, and that thing explodes, I'd be in trouble.
when we have ice, like hard ice storms down here, our pine trees, like I seen it one time. We were going up north, and this was after a major ice storm we had. And Texas had a major one too. In fact, Texas went out. Now this is years ago. I'm not talking about lately. I'm talking about this is back in let's see, 90s. Back in the 90s, like 30 something years ago. The pine trees were doing this like that, and they never came back. And then they'll snap and break. you know, and then the bottom part of like spring back up. But all the pine trees, them skinny loblolly pine, not loblolly are big trunks, but like pole pines. They get skinny especially if they ain't got a lot of, if they, along with a bunch of them, they'll stay skinny until they get real big. But they call them telephone pines. They're about this big or this big, and they get real tall, boy, and then they'll just bend over like that. And a lot of them don't come back.
Yeah, cold probably gets them that way. For sure.
Yeah.
They crack really loud. Huh. Yeah. That'd be something. You see something, you know, like it didn't do anything last year. I was telling somebody the other day, I was like, 2 years in a row it's gonna snow. I said, nah. I keep bringing up this theory. I told Scotty last night when I was on this panel, in this thing, we were talking about he goes, I thought Minnesota was this and that, you know, cold. I said, they calling for snow down here. It's 2 years in a row. I said, it's not supposed to snow down here. I said, I have a theory about this. And he goes, what is the theory? And I said, the poles are shifting. I said, eventually when the poles shift, north's going to be south and the south is going to be north. I said, it's just doing it ahead of time. That's all. Little by little. Yeah.
Well, north
it's doing it to a climate.
The east and the east, I think is going to be the east is going to be the new north.
That's
in
fine.
30,000 years. In 30,000 years or whatever. East right now, where the sun comes up, is going to be the new north. Because the North Pole, years ago, you can mark it, you know, on a map, and it's done moved a few hundred miles since the 60s. Yeah. I gotta get some more coffee. I'll be right back.
Oh, the Moose. The Moose is in the building.
What's up, the Moose? Oh, Quentin Nelson too. Damn, Elton John.
I don't know. You got so many people popping in. I don't have that in my chat anymore.
Damn, and then how's everybody doing?
I can read everybody.
North of the ground. Damn,
I can read everybody.
Getting a raid from somebody.
Maybe. I don't know. It's always heat down here. What you talking about, Badger? Shit. Hey, we got a saying down here. If you don't like the weather, wait a day or two. It'll change. So this is the only state that can be 75 degrees one day, and the next day the high is 32. Wait a day or two, and it goes right back up to 85. Or 70. Well, it's not going to get to 80s right now, but 70s are, you know, been in the 50s lately around here. But 40s and 50s, well, 50s and 60s. So I keep forgetting to get that coffee app. Buy me a coffee. Buy me a beer. I'm going to invent that. Buymeabeer.com. Yeah. Why not? They buy it, I'll drink it. I got some coffee set up in the thing, but I'm doing it. I just got to plug it in. I'm waiting until, well, it is morning. Hell, it's 1:11 in the morning. That's about a perfect time as any. I just don't feel like getting up. Bless you.
Let's see.
12 degrees. I don't think the degrees go down that low.
Yeah, it went down to 5 one time. 1989, I think it was. 88, 89.
Yeah,
that hard free got down to 5 degrees in Generate.
I was living in Chalmette at the time. I remember that. I went outside and I'm like, I think that's the coldest it ever got. I'll tell you how cold it was. I was like 9 years old at the time. I took one of those little, and I still have it somewhere. I don't know where it is. It was a little car thing, and you put it in the freezer and it changes color. It went from yellow to purple to whatever color it was. And I put it outside, and it wasn't even outside 30 seconds, and the whole thing changed color. Like right away. Like everything was frozen, and we had enough sleet. I think that was sleet. I don't think it was snow. We had enough to make a little sleet ball or whatever you want to call it. Not a snowman, but that was the coldest record. I think that was the coldest on record in a while. But
Yeah, it's supposed to snow, maybe. It wasn't supposed to snow. Now it's supposed to snow. Something like that. Yeah, it's supposed to get down to 20. Wind chills down to 2 or 3, something like that. Depending on how hard the wind's blowing. But actual temperature at the bank in Jeanerette, I had a load of cane, and right next door to where we parked on one corner. They had an empty lot that the mill owned, the sugar mill owned, and it was snowing. And the temperature on the bank, the time and temp, it was 5 degrees. You could see it change from 8 to 9 because it was right before sunup, and it's always the coldest right before dawn, right before the sun comes up. Is the coldest and the darkest. Well, the darkest didn't matter over there because of the street lights, and all that stuff. And then the mill was right there, so that was all lit up. For big spotlights everywhere, unloading trucks and all that. And we could all see it dropping. It was like from 9 degrees, then it got down to 8. And it took 5 minutes each time. And the last one was 5 degrees. I'm like, damn.
I didn't have those photo things back then, though.
What?
That was in 89, you said, right? When
Yeah.
it was 5 degrees?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have the cell phones back then to take pictures of anything.
Oh, no. Sure enough. Nope.
You're like, man, 5 degrees.
The Moose.
30 degrees.
Heat wave today. It's 30 degrees over there. And it was supposed to be 70 tomorrow. Tomorrow, Friday, and I think Saturday too. Supposed to be. Let me.
It
see.
was
It's
been drizzling. It's been drizzling here. It was drizzling early. I hear it now outside my window. It said 85% chance of rain.
It was raining earlier
Saturday
today.
and Sunday. It didn't rain here. It just drizzled a lot. Like it drizzled for a few minutes. It stopped. It was doing it early on my stream. Now I hear it again. I hear it on my window. But
there's an update.
Saturday and Sunday they said it's supposed to storm down here. So if it does that and that cold front comes in, it's gonna be snowing. Snowing away. Hold on, wait. Let me take the chat off.
Let me get my.
All right. I had the chat on because you can't read it in StreamYard, right? It's kind of a blur, but I see what it is. I see the snowflake, maybe.
21, right there. 40 for the high. 23, the one above it. That's Sunday, Monday. Let me see. That's Tuesday. Yeah, 21 Tuesday. Okay, Missy was right. I didn't know it was going all the way into Tuesday. 38 Wednesday morning. Damn, so it's going to be Sunday morning, 21. Wait, Monday morning, 21. Tuesday morning, 21. Damn. And then all of this, see all of that rain right there? Chance of rain and all that, 80%. Well, 80% chance of rain down here. That means it ain't gonna rain. But you give about 20%, it's gonna rain all freaking day.
Same here. Right now, it says I'm looking at the thing. It says 80% chance of rain, and it's barely drizzling. So they say, oh, it downpour. It's gonna cover this. It's gonna turn out. It's sunny as hell outside. Being a meteorologist, is the only job where you can be wrong 50% of the time and still keep your job. You know?
Let's see. Dallas, Texas.
I don't know. I'm not lie. I don't go to state Texas. No, stay away from that. I say away from that, but closest I've ever got to Dallas is Texarkana.
I don't know if it
Which
don't
is
let
up
me
there in
want to do it or
Shreveport.
what. Oh, search. Okay, Dallas, Texas.
I don't know the area code.
Well, damn
Area
it.
codes. Zip code.
All right, this is bullshit. With bull
What?
butter. Okay.
Dallas, 117 degrees. With a heat index to make it 146. But it will snow. Well, I don't know any of the city. Hey, my cousin lives in Shreveport, and she told me that's I want to say, I think she said
Well, hell,
2.5 hours
back
east.
when I went back to show that, it went back to Eunice. It won't do Dallas.
You on the Weather Channel?
I'm on the phone trying to do this. I mean, it is the
Go
Weather
on the
Channel.
weather.
It is the Weather Channel, if I'm not mistaken.
Sometimes it'll do the glitch.
Well, I went on top to do the search or whatever.
Yeah.
Like up here, Eunice.
Your
Okay.
phone will automatically default.
When I go,
I'll do
when
that
I go
whenever-
to show the whole week, and it went back to Eunice automatic.
That happens to me when I go up there to my aunt's house and I'll type in the weather and it'll bring up mine and I'm like, no, I want to know what Bunky is tomorrow, and it won't. I'll have to manually put it in.
Yeah, it's not letting me do it.
76208.
Denton, that's up there about I know where Denton's at. I've been in that area one time, if I'm not mistaken. That or I know
I've only
somebody from there.
I've only stepped foot in the state of Texas one time in my lifetime, and probably the last time. All right, Badger. Tennessee. That pickup line doesn't work anymore. I don't think it's ever worked, but
I'm gonna check where it is in Tennessee now. Should be that cold front should be passing you right now.
perhaps it should be.
Yeah, Denton is right north of Dallas. Okay, yeah, right to the east of Decatur. And McKinney, that's Papa Texas is in McKinney. Mickey Rob's Bank is in Frisco. And Rob finds treasures in Frisco. And Papa Texas is right there in McKinney. I know Papa Texas. If I know he'd be awake right now, I'd send him a link, but I know better. Hey, y'all, it's Papa Texas. Then you got Papa Kitchens, and yeah, buddy, he's a good cook. He's got a discata that he made from a plow blade, that big around, big heavy plow blade, filled in the hole, the shaft hole, the square hole for the bushing, and filled that in, welded it, and got it all nice and smooth and shiny, and he kept seasoning it. And man, let me tell you something. That thing turned out good. Put a fire underneath that thing, and you can do potatoes, eggs. Man, you can do 3 or 4 different things on that discata because it's shaped like that, and you can put stuff on it, biscuits on the outside, on top, and they won't cook as fast as they would be inside right there. Hell yeah. Now look up Papa Texas. I'll put his link in the description box when I head
Yeah, I'll
out.
check him out.
I thought you
I'll
already
check
knew
him out.
Papa.
Yeah.
Papa
No, I
came.
know him.
He's came
I
and
know
shown
him.
my.
I don't think I don't remember if I subscribed to a channel or not, but I might have. You get so many people in your chat, I forget some of them.
Yeah, I used to have a lot of people in my live streams a long time ago. Okay, here we go.
Me
The Weather
too.
Channel. 10-day weather
Still got more
forecast
than
for Denton, Texas. Breaking news. Widespread snow and potentially damaging ice storm to stretch from the south into the northeast. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to show this
all
on
hell
the.
breaking loose.
I'm going to show this on the thing. Okay, it says Thursday. All right, I'm going to treat this like I do my phone. The low, like Thursday, it says 42. That's going to be 42 in the morning. Okay. Saturday morning is going to be 22. Wow. Sunday morning 7. Oh boy. Monday morning 6. Tuesday morning 18. Wednesday morning 26. Okay, then it's going to get cold again. It's going to stay cold up there. Damn, it ain't going to get above freezing until the 2nd of February. I mean, I'm
That's
talking
insane.
about okay, the morning low on the 2nd is going to be 36 degrees. Every morning low is going to be below freezing until the 2nd. Now the highs are going to be 53, 46, 38. I'm going to I want to be able to see what the hell I'm doing. You know what? Wait, hold on. I can share my screen. Hold on.
I was wondering why you didn't do that already.
Yeah, let me share the screen. I thought I was just going to turn my camera around. All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Right there. So that's all the weather. I'm pretty sure y'all can see that.
Oh, I can. It says you are screwed. Enjoy.
Terry says Denton's not far from Flower Mound, Texas. That's where all the flower children used to go. All them blooming idiots.
Probably. Yeah, I've only stepped foot in Texas one time in my life, and that's the last time.
If you're going to San Francisco, bring some flowers in your hair. Well, however that song goes, that was a damn good song back then.
San Francisco, hippie capital of the world. They should have nuked that damn thing. They would have stopped the hippieism back in the day. They let it grow like a damn, not a disease. They let it grow out, and it, every 30 or 40 years, you got the crazy genetics. Like now, you got the crazy kids out there doing the shit that they do. It's different variances, but yeah.
Now wait a minute. I was brought up back then. Hold on now.
You're not a hippie though. You're not a hippie.
I was.
I said hippie.
I'm one of them.
Okay, let me rephrase that.
Oh, hippie.
Let me rephrase that in a way I think I can say it properly. You're not a hippie that didn't do any damage to anything.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about them hippies that like, free, nonsense. I'm like, yeah, what is that going to do?
Free love. Yeah, that's
yeah.
They said, well, that was the baby boomer era in the 60s, the 50s and 60s, because, they blamed it on all the men coming back from the war. It wasn't just that. It was all that free love.
Yeah.
Also.
damn hippies, they got like 12 kids. And I'm like, well, that was too much free.
Okay.
It's snowing and
I
eating.
wondered something was wrong right there. Yeah, all that free love back in the hippie days. That's where the 50s and 60s. That's where the baby boomers come in. Well, some of the baby boomers, the late baby boomers, like in the 60s, because 64 is the last year of the baby boomers. 65 is the X Gen, or Gen X, I mean.
Yeah, and then I looked at that whole
80,
once before.
And that went to 80, 65 to 80 something, 82 or 80, I think 80, because Johnny Cash had an album out called Gen X.
You see, I read something where it was
something like that.
See,
hell,
different sources.
That was in the 80s he had that, or before like 80, 82. Yeah. He had an out. I remember seeing it. I don't know if I had bought it or not. I saw it on the RCA record club. Mama used to be in that, and I joined it. I was DJing, disc jockeying, and they'd send you albums. Mama would just buy a few. Sometimes she'd send them back. But then when you're getting like 10 or 12 albums for a penny, and then all you got to do is buy 4 in 2 years, man, that's well worth it, and they were like $10 a piece, and they're the same price as the record shops, around town, around Lafayette. They were $10 for an album, $9-10, something like that, regular price.
I forgot what I was gonna say anyway. So I was gonna say something.
Something about the baby. I don't know, Gen X or something. I was mentioning.
Oh, yeah. I looked that up. Yeah, I looked that up one time, and there were 3 different sources, and one said 64 to 79. One said like 65 to 81, 82, like you said. Another one stopped at 78. So I'm just like, because they call them Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, I don't know. Now it's Gen WTF.
Generation X. They pronounced it the whole way, Generation X. They didn't say Gen X back then. From 65, I want to say it's to 80.
Yeah.
Or 82, 3, I forget.
Like I said, I Googled it one time, and it said they had certain sources on certain, because they can't really pinpoint it. They were just kind of saying, oh, well, it leads to this, it leads to that, and, whatever they call them kids nowadays.
I mean, they call it Gen Wires, or I don't know.
I call it Generation WTF. Because they don't know what the hell they're doing.
They flower children. Remember back the flower childs? They flower
child. That's what I was saying a minute ago. These damn hippies, they come around every 50 years.
Well, they worse than that. They flower child. They blooming idiots. Is what they are.
They make more than that. They way more than that. Like a few years ago when they told me something about, like, I was working with somebody, she told me a daughter or something that the kids in the school, they act like dogs, and they do that business in the dog thing, in the cats, the litter box, and I go, what is wrong with people? And then the schools sit there and they advocate this crap. I'm like, what in the hell is wrong with it? You can't tell me, oh, you're impeding on their rights. I'm like, what? I don't get that.
1980 is when Gen X stopped. Millennials, or 81 and 96. I don't know why they call them millennials before the year 2000. 2000
I don't get that.
Right now they call Generation Alpha. Then they had millennials, Gen Z, or Generation Z, then Generation Alpha. I don't know
Well, I'm
why
not
they're
a
putting all
millennial. I know
the
that.
alpha before the Z's and the millennials and all that crap.
I think they were drunk at the wheel. They don't know why the hell they just make up these damn terms that mean absolutely fucking nothing, and they do in everything. Just who cares what we call a group of
Man,
era
bro.
people? It's just that it's that group of era. So that's
Well, I'm still babysitting this toothache. Man, all that swole.
Go get some pliers and pop that damn thing out.
Yep, start the alphabet over. That's right. Start it over the right way.
That's right.
I got some pliers right here.
Yeah, a couple years ago, when I went to get my tooth taken out, the doctor looked at it and he goes, "It's 75% out." He went, 1, 2, here it is. I said, "Shit! If I would have known that, I would have pulled it out myself."
I pulled a few
Clove
teeth
oil.
like that already for other people, not for me, because I never had them
Yeah.
loose. I've never had a loose tooth. Oh, baby teeth, yeah, baby teeth.
Clove oil works to an extent.
One time I think I had a loose ass tooth and it came out by itself. Well, I was kind of picking at it because it would feel good. It would hurt, but it would feel good when I'd move it. Yeah, one I think I had like that, and I just grabbed it like that. I got a good grip on it, and because usually you can't get a grip with your fingers; they're slippery. Well, I got way down there, clove oil. I got some. Where's this stuff here? I forget what it's made out of.
Garlic works for toothaches too. Garlic's an anti-inflammatory.
What?
Well, my tooth was bothering me. Garlic.
Oh,
garlic worked because when my tooth was bothering me 4 or 5 years ago, they made me wait. I had to wait like almost a month. My whole face, my mouth was swollen. I couldn't talk. I had to go in an ER and they didn't pull it. They gave me antibiotics to get it down, and they pulled it about a week or two later. It got to the point where the I was taking I got immune to it.
This is Eugene
Ambisol.
like Mr. Eugene whatever. Eugene, like a fella's name. That's Eugene oil in this stuff. Boy, I tell you what, man, this shit tastes nasty.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to. It comes with some little balls and some tweezers, little cotton balls.
Mm-hmm.
That
shit doesn't work.
You're supposed to put this in a cavity. Well, I got a cracked tooth. I don't know how that would work because I would hurt myself more trying to get it in that crack.
I tried that stuff. I tried that stuff with my tooth. Didn't work. Didn't work at all.
I do this. I Nixonate a cotton ball. I do this. Take my finger, and it says not to put it anywhere beside in the cavity. I rub that shit all over in there, man. All over on the gums and everything.
The hell with what they say. I almost drunk that shit. When you're in pain, you're not thinking a lot. You're like, fuck it. You will drink that shit. Oh, yeah. I put a clove of damn garlic in my mouth. That killed the shit right there. When I ran out of Ambisol, oh, shit, yeah. That'll keep the swelling down.
And I got one more. That's Orajel for the gum ache. Right here for the gum.
No, you need a bottle of Orajel, like the big ass bottle. I went through 6 bottles. I got to the point where I ran out and was spitting up it's the blue and red. The red, I think the blue one is it numbs it. It kills it good. But I got to the point where
this is green.
I didn't get immune. Green don't work for me.
This is gel. It works. It works good. But I tell you what, man, I wish it would just turn loose. The toothache. I wish it would turn loose. Yeah.
Cup 49.
Coke 49. What you doing up this late?
He's looking for you. He's like, where the hell's Boudreaux at? I ain't seen. Everybody been telling me I ain't seen Boudreaux. Somebody told me in my stream. They keep what's his name? That person Boomslang or whatever with that J's or OAY whatever keeps asking for Southern Crow. Yeah, keeps
Jay.
asking for
Jay. Yeah, Jay. Jay. I don't know who that is.
Well, it says OA. Well, I don't know, but he keeps asking for Southern Coin Hunter, and I said, he goes, "I where's Southern Coin Hunter?" And I said, I can't. I don't have mess. I said, it's probably, it was like around 8 o'clock. I said, he's probably working. I said, he streams on Saturday and Sunday night. He's like, oh well, can you ask Cajun to get a number or something? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I don't get people's info and pass it out. That's not me.
I don't know.
I said, no.
I don't know who Jay is. He was like, yeah, you know me from a long time ago. Well, shit, tell me who you were, and I might know you.
He said boom slang. Because I asked him, who the fuck
oh yeah, boom slang. I don't know.
Boom slang, yeah. Yeah, that's him. But in my chat, I don't see Jay. It says OAY. Because, you know, the second name, and I was explaining to him how YouTube changed this, and if you didn't change your name,
handle, the
you
at
added
symbol
numbers.
and that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So he's boom slang.
Everybody's like Rose Blue, at Badger.
Yeah, that's how I see it too. But
at Quentin Nelson, at Terry Carlisle. I know Terry. That's related to David. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, but
no,
all he does is
I don't smoke Cubans no more. I don't smoke nothing no more. I gave up smoking
if you got them.
a year and a half ago. I hadn't touched a Cuban, not a Havana, Cohiba. Well, I love Cohibas. That's a good Cuban cigar, Cohibas. I used to get them by the box full years ago, and when I was in Bayou Batra, there's this fella used to come by the bar. He'd come in at the airport. He'd fly people to Bayou Batra. He had an airport hangar, his own hangar in Florida at the southern tip. What's the southern tip down there? Miami or I think in Miami at the
Key
south
West.
side.
Key West, I think.
No, not that far down south. The mainland Florida, Miami. You know, the big city down there. He had his own hangar because he was an airplane mechanic and he owned planes, and he flies people to Cuba. See, it's not illegal to go into Cuba. We just don't.
No, they got an embargo against it.
Yeah, embargo buying and all that, and so he would bring
that goes back to
he would bring back boxes of cigars. You know, when they come back in. See, he didn't have to go through customs and all that. So, but he could have put that in cargo space or something where nobody knew about. But he would bring me a box of Cohibas, $50 a box. He'd get it for what he paid for them or whatever. And it was a wooden box that was square notched on the end, box corners, box cuts. Instead of dovetail, there were box joints at the corners instead of dovetails, and handmade wooden boxes. I guess they was handmade with machines, but still in all. Cohibas, man, that was some good cigars. Monte Cristo is a good cigar. Rocky Patel is a good cigar, but I like them Cohibas, man, especially for the price, $1 a piece, $50 a box. And I knew a few lawyers and some judges, and they'd come to the bar, and I'd give them a cigar every now and then, and they were like, "Oh yeah, man, I ain't smoked one of these in a long time. Can't find them no more with the embargo." I'm like, "Yeah, man, I wish they'd lift that embargo. Why don't y'all try to start something with that? Lift that embargo." Hell, I mean, Castro's gone. Shit, lift the embargo.
Well, his son is. His son runs it now.
I thought it was
his son's
Raul.
kind of more.
I thought it was Raul. Raul.
Oh, maybe somebody else took it over.
His brother took over after he.
I thought it was his son. Oh
no, it was his brother.
He became a little.
I don't know who's got it now. But hell, Castro would be dead by now, huh? I mean, hell, he was
been dead.
Oh, okay. I thought so.
He's been dead for probably 15, 20 years or so, but
let me see. Shit. I'm behind times if it's been that long.
Maybe 10 years? I don't know. You'd have to
General and
look it up.
General and former president of Cuba. Yeah, he ain't got that big beard and all that like his brother. Um, yeah, he died.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 years ago. Well,
Uh,
November 25th. He died 9 years ago. No,
oh,
he
okay.
died
Well, I was a
November
little higher.
16. I don't know who's in charge now. Let's see.
If you scroll down, if you're on the Castro page on Wikipedia, it'll tell you. It'll say preceded by the other word. Can't think
Well,
of it,
you
but it'll tell
gotta
you
you
who.
gotta restate that, Colt. That's Cuban cigars. We got there's a lot of Cubans in Florida right now, which that ain't a bad thing. They got some good food. Where do you think the Cuban sandwich come from?
Make me a cigar. Bring me a beer too while we're at it.
Miguel Diaz Canel. It
Hmm.
was the Cuban Communist Party, making him the nation's top leader as of 2025. And Cuba is run by President Miguel Diaz Canel.
Hmm.
There's
Yeah.
no tilde on top of the N, so it's not Canel like jalapeno. There's no tilde above it, so it's
On stick.
Canel.
Hmm.
Vice
We're
President
gonna
is
sing.
Salvador Valdez Mesa.
Hmm. No, we're gonna do. We're gonna send Colt over there as ambassador to the United States to Cuba, and he's gonna go over there and say, "Look, I want my damn Cuban cigars. Y'all gonna break this law. I'm gonna go over to Washington. I'm gonna tell them kick some ass, and we're gonna bring that shit back to the U.S. and everybody gets a free cigar.
There you go. Now
And
you
then
see,
tell them follow
Canada.
my channel.
Some people get them from Canada because Canada doesn't have an embargo with Cuba, so people will get Cubans in Canada, and then if you live up north, you can make a few dollars, because you can get the from the Canadians. You just walk across the line in the woods, somewhere in the woods, up in the great wilderness up there. Hell, they don't have toll booths or whatever those border entry points, all along the whole Canadian border. They don't even have a fence, and people ain't crazy up there in Canada and way up in the great north in the United States. They ain't building no fence up there. Not through them forests where the Bigfoots is at.
Bigfoot will knock them damn things down.
I gotta get some more coffee.
I'll be
Boudreaux's French
drinking coffee
Canadian.
later
Yep,
when I
that's
wake up.
right. That's right. I got long distance relatives up there. I was on Facebook one day and I seen a Luquette, and it was like, I don't know them. Let me see where they at. Damn, they in Canada. Long distance relatives. Oh, oh, get some coffee. Oh man, I hurt my hip today bad, or yesterday bad.
Well, that ain't good. It's raining outside. I hear it raining pretty hard right now. Everybody going to Boudreaux's, get some coffee. He's got about 6 pots ready. If anybody's still awake.
Oh man. Oh crap. Hey, who's in here early? That was Quentin.
I don't know. He said he stayed with you on a stream all night when you were dripping the faucets. I don't remember you streaming all night on a drip thing.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't all night, but it was a long time. That was Quentin Nelson.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
In 78, we got hit hard. That was in the Midwest. Well, the Moose. Yeah, I was going to show something off a while ago, and I forgot.
Oh.
That I got as a gift. It's
Well, it's still there now, but
Blackstone grills. You know what Blackstone
Yeah.
is, don't you? The cooking griddles and big griddles that like a rope.
yeah, I know what you said. Yeah, I know that brand.
Barbecue, like a barbecue. Like a barbecue pit. And
Yeah, I've seen those before.
I got a gift for a toolkit. It's 2 spatulas, a set of tongs. Man, I mean some top quality stuff now. This ain't no Walmart bullshit. And a butter bottle or a water bottle.
But if you're paying a lot, you should have the good stuff.
Well, I'm the one who wasn't paying for it, so I didn't pay for it. Somebody else did.
Oh.
But they go
like, hey,
it's like $30. I think it's 35 if you buy it from Blackstone, their website or something like that. 25, $30. I mean, the price is all over, but once you actually get to a site, there's certain stores that'll fool you. Oh, we out of that now. We're out of that model. We got this one for $10 more. Yeah, well, okay. So anyway, and it's the same model. Dimebag. What's up, Mona Meat? Oh.
Dimebag in the building.
Yes, sir.
Singing some Cajun music. Probably. I don't know.
He's not in French Canada. He's in the west, the mid part, western part of Canada. So yeah, he is kind of like toward the west side. I think he knows somebody I know up there.
I just look up. He's that way.
Yeah.
Look up. Yeah, it's about 2,000 miles that way. Or that way, how long?
Cajun French was
2,000.
the French. Only if Cajun French was the French. No, Cajun French. Cajuns are the. Cajun is a derelict word, spin-off word of Acadians. Like the old Frenchmen, they couldn't say Acadian. They just said Cajuns. Like Indians, something like that. North, straight on till morning. Yeah. Let me go get that. Let me go get that toolkit. I don't know where Missy put it, but I know it's in the pantry over here.
You'll open it up. There it is. Yep, it's about right. He took over Louisiana. They say, "Yep, it's our property now."
Yeah, buddy. You got to take this. Glad I didn't take that. Blackstone, baby. That's right.
What Reno? Reno what? Are you buying Reno, Nevada? That's gonna take a lot of silver if you're doing that.
French Canadians moved to the U.S. They were exiled from Canada by the British. We call it the Grand Voyage or the Grand Dérangement in French. The Grand Dérangement.
Oh, renovations. Oh, I didn't see that top part. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Shit, silver's got to be over $100 an ounce by now.
No, I checked.
It was in
Yesterday.
93 last week.
We're a new day. I checked yesterday afternoon. It was like 94 or something. Beveled edges. Nice quality.
100.
Handles.
I was gonna go to the coin shop and sell some of my silver a couple weeks ago. So let me wait till it hits about 100. I might go tomorrow.
Make some omelets with them things, boy. Hell yeah. I love me some omelets now. I do. The first omelet I ever ate, I was offshore. I was offshore. I was, I think I was 16 years old. I was on crew boats. I was a deckhand. Then I became a captain. I worked straight time out there. Pull this and it locks them. Push it in. Hell yeah, boy. I tell you what, and they shaped just right too. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Ooh.
You can shape them. A little butter bottle, water bottle. Oh, yeah, okay. I was wondering what the top was. Twist on. Twist open.
All that good stuff.
Yeah, man. He wants to remain anonymous, but he's well known in the YouTube community.
Gave you that?
Yeah, a friend of mine on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Most of y'all know who it is, but that's the only hint I'm giving.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
See how bad it's raining out there. Get
It was
my ass
raining
up
over here earlier, but
it's raining right now. I hear it pretty loud against my window. But I can't see because it's dark out that way. But I'm gonna check the other way. I can flip the light on.
I got it upside down. Oh well.
Oh, it is raining. I can tell because when I walk on my floor, it creaks more. Well, I had the light off. I turned the light off, and then let me.
Yeah, Elvis is probably sleeping. Elvis is probably sleeping. That's why
persona non grata. I was talking in my stream, and I said, you know what? I never did ban him on Twitch, but I know he doesn't go on Twitch. I said, if he ever comes on Twitch and he apologizes or says whatever, I said, because Philip was asking about him, I said, I banned him for a while. I said, but I might reconsider letting him come back. I said, he's just got to behave himself. I said, first of all, he's got to come on Cages and admit he's wrong.
Yeah, Colt, Cajun
Oh
French
shit! Look at that.
is the old French from the 1500s, 1600s, when the French people left Poitou, France, and went to Canada. Acadia. Okay, it was called Acadia back then. It wasn't called Nova Scotia back then. It was called Acadia, and New France, actually, like Quebec and all that. All that was New France, and Acadia, Acadie. Those people back then that moved from Poitou, they moved from France to Acadia, Nova Scotia. So yeah, it's the old French. But down here, when the Acadians got exiled down here for the Grand Derangement, uh, when we were put in Louisiana, in this area, and down southeast Louisiana, all the marshes down there. Okay, people were isolated. There wasn't no roads. You got to think there wasn't no roads. People traveled by pirogue, by boat. Like Doug Kershaw's song, Louisiana Man, got to catch a big fish for us to eat. Well, back then, like Lake Alta, that was all a dirt road back then. And back in the swamp, like where his daddy used to fish and all that, Papa had a great big boat. People, they go to town, go to Lake Alta, go, to Jennings or whatever, but they go to Lake Alta because that's where the docks were. And yeah, and then the fur buyers would be over there. We used to have to come from the marsh and sell our furs to the fur buyer in town. They wouldn't go out in the marsh. So anyway, we were so isolated. The French language didn't evolve, I should say, like the English language evolved. We didn't talk English 100 years ago like we do now. No way, man. Or 200 years ago, if y'all watch old movies set back in, like, say, The Patriot with Mel Gibson, stuff like that, they don't talk like we talk now. The French language didn't evolve, but in France it did. So that's the difference between the French down here. We still speak the old French. We still speak words that are obsolete now in France.
Kind of a mixture. Come here, Bacon.
It is a little different, but when people come from France, when they come to Louisiana, they understand every word we say. There's no barrier in the French language between Louisiana, Canada, and France. There's no language barrier at all. A buddy of mine, John David, he came down from Canada. He lives above Detroit, in old Detroit up there, and he's a truck driver, and he used to come to the United States every day and just go across the border. He didn't have to stop at Border Patrol and that, and he had one of them passes because he was a day driver, day cab truck and all that. Didn't have to go through all them inspections and all that. Every now and then they pull inspection on him, but he lived in Canada up there, and he came down here. He spent the week with us in Mamou, and Homer Lejeune was playing at Kazan's, Hotel Kazan's, at the dance hall. And Homer played, like Jean, he came to Fred's with us that Saturday. It's the only day Fred's Lounge is open in Mamou. Came to Fred's with us, talked with a lot of people, talked French, no barrier. Went over to Kazan's, and Homer played, went to the dance last night, which Tezo Bayada Swap. And there was one question he had to ask Homer after the song was over about the beginning of the song. what was that? Black, whatever, something black. And he was like, oh, she was dressed in black. And he was like, oh, okay, I see it now. Yeah. He says, I get it now. Okay. So, and they were talking French. He was asking the singer, what was this about black in the song at the beginning of the song, in the middle of the song? He was like, well, where she was dressed in black? Yeah, okay, gotcha. Went to the dance and, dressed in black. I guess after mourning her husband or what have you. So, and that was just that one question from Jean, because they don't have that song up there. And in the Maritimes, what they call the Maritimes in Canada is like the East Coast, the islands, the East Coast around that area. They still play music over there like we play down here, except without the accordion. Because Bruce's shop, he's in kind of the I forget where he's at exactly, but he's got a lawnmower shop, small engine shop up there. And every winter he goes down to Mexico on the Pacific side, and because it's too close. Happy Fast Le Blanc, yeah. Oh, Happy Fast. He did that song, Julie Blanc, the doctor. When I die, I'm gonna be playing the La Belle, Julie Blanc. And that was vocals by Joe Turner, the Woodpecker Man. Woodpecker pecking on my front door. Peck so hard your pecker got so pecker. So
double standard there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that was Joe Turner. That was it wasn't a controversy. They played it on the radio because of the way it was worded. But Johnny Allen's She Caught Me on the Nest. Oh, no, she caught me on the nest. She came home early one day and caught me on the nest. They banned that from the radio. I guess because kids knew what Caught Me on the Nest was. So anyway, Bruce, I sent him a link in an email one day, or no, in his comments on his video, or he was in one of my video, commenting in my video, and I think he was in one of my lives, and anyway, I sent him a link to some Cajun music, and he was like, yeah, he says that's the kind of music we hear when we go to the Maritimes, which is, Nova Scotia and stuff. He said they still play music like that over there. There's all those sad songs, family separations and all that. Now, they still got relatives, like families that was ripped apart up there, like the wife and kids, they got on separate boats, or they got left behind. The daddy got left behind up there in Canada, or the mama got left behind, or the grandma or whatever. And so that part of the family stayed up there, and they still, the stories passed on about the great departure, the exile, the Grand Voyage or Derangement. Either way, the big voyage away from there, or the derangement, the tearing apart up there. So they got up there still people that's related to people down here that was separated. Your picture and Labadi Kabli, the ring that shines. Code, I think that's the only couple songs you know, because that's you talk about them all the time, which is a good thing because it holds up the music. But you need to come up with some new songs.
Yeah, I'm fixing grits.
Grits.
Yeah,
I could
I
probably
just
eat
ate the
grits.
bacon.
With my toothache, I
Yeah,
could
I like the
probably eat
grits.
grits. I eat mashed potatoes, so Missy made some mashed potatoes. I
I've
eat the
never
hell out of
thought about
that.
it.
Ain't got to chew that.
I
And
eat whatever. I eat whatever. Pretty much. Looking for the
every
pepper. I don't
time
know if you did pepper.
I try to eat something, I eat on this side. It kind of shifts over
I
this
eat
way,
on my
boy. And I
left
tell you what, when I
side.
bite down, if it's there, I feel it.
Yeah, you're going to. The nerves are more on the right side. I mean, the left side, I think. Because I had 2 on the left pole and 2 on the right. I still eat on my left side. They tell me, oh, you're not supposed to do that. What do I do? What she did with the damn pepper? I need the pepper. Yeah, I got some pepper in my roast somewhere. Shit, damn pepper thing. Moving everything around. I threw the damn trash again. Sitting right there for the last time. Yeah. Coach says, I got more. Well, I got more too. I just don't know what I got more of.
Songs,
Oh.
Cajun songs.
I don't know any of those off the top of my head. Oh, I gotta hit play. I keep leaving the freaking. Where did I leave the spoon at?
Oh man.
Oh, what she did with the damn pepper?
Man, I
I know I
jumped in
got
the
some
tub
pepper.
earlier today. I didn't jump in the tub. I just kind of, I gotta have my rollator with me to get in the tub. If I don't have that rollator, I can't get in the tub. If I do, I'll fall, and then I'll probably die. Hit my head and die, like an old man did a while back. He didn't have nobody to help him in the bathroom, and well, he found him dead the next morning. His head was he was halfway in the tub. I guess he was trying to take a piss or something. I don't know, and uh, or get in the tub and fell and hit his head. When his son went there the next morning to check on him, like he always did every day, and when he couldn't make it, Johnny would go. That was Uncle Charlie Thibodeau. Anyhow, if I wouldn't have had my rollator today, well, anyway, I hurt myself. I'd have fell. Cause my hip when I go to I got one of them big deep ass clawfoot tubs. It's not like them little tubs that you just kind of hike your leg over and you're in it, No, I got one of them big deep suckers, cast iron. Yeah, man, and I got to hold on to that rollator so I can get in the tub. Angel love, yeah. Promised Land, boy, that's an old one. And Promised Land, the original singer of that was Johnny Horton. And then Johnny Allen did it. But Johnny Horton, he's a Louisiana boy himself, so and he did a bunch of stuff.
More water. Need more
See what
water.
the temperature is right now. 60. Check my microphone setting. Make sure StreamYard didn't turn it down.
It's loud on my side. I'm halfway across the room.
They turned it down. It was on 48%. Now it turned it down to 89. 80. Yeah, man, I could see it falling. I could see it falling. I guess it's self-regulating.
Does it? I don't know. Does it do that on my screen? Because nobody ever tells me if it does on mine. So. Yeah, that's good.
As long as I don't talk. Let me see if I turn my mic down up here. I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna find a way to lock that mic so no StreamYard or Restream or whatever can unlock, get in there. I know you give permission for them, to allow access to your mic and all, but I want to lock my mic. I want to lock them out where they can't adjust it.
I'm sure there's a way you can do it. There has to be a way.
Yeah, go in my settings, deep in my analytics or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Sound like you're breaking wind. What, when I was doing this?
Huh. I didn't notice it. I was getting my grits. There we go.
Oh boy.
That's 20 degrees hotter in my room than it is in the kitchen. Probably 60 or 65, 70 in my room. I don't even run a heater. But the heater, heat's on. But I don't run it. I don't fool with it. Whatever she puts it on, that's what it stays on. That's like, I don't care. I put it at 68. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. I sleep with my fan finally broke. The one that makes noise, it made the other morning, it woke me up and went, and it started smoking. I had to pull the plug out. The motor fraud. It's still sitting right here, but I had that one for about 8 or 9 years. So I did
floor fan, good. Box fan.
No, my
ceiling fan.
That one.
Oh, that's a heater. You said a fan.
No, that's a fan. That's a fan.
Oh, is it?
The heater's over there.
Oh,
that was
okay.
the fan that made the whistling noise. You know, the wow, 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 that noise. Yeah, it don't come on anymore. Yeah, it started to smoke. I just hadn't thrown it out yet.
I never saw.
I forgot I turned the camera. I turned the camera around. Huh?
I never saw a fan like that before.
Yeah, the one I had like that. Well, it has the little. It's the one I had before was a Honeywell like that. That's called a Aloha Breeze. Yeah, okay. That fan's about 15 years old. I used it. My brother bought it about 15 years ago. Didn't like it. It sat in his closet. And one day he goes, here, they had bottom pieces. When I moved, I took out the bottom pieces. And because I didn't need them. It was a support. I didn't need the bottom piece. I took the bottom pieces out, left the top piece. And I was running in my room. Most of the time I lived at the other place. And, it was starting to shake and mess up a little bit. So I know it was going to go out because it did it once or twice before. But the other morning it started doing it. Woke me up. My mom hadn't heard it before, but it's done it. And then it started. I saw. And then I smelled something. I'm like, shit. I pulled it out the wall real fast. So it's still sitting there. I got to throw it in the trash because my mom didn't want me to throw it in the trash, even though they were picking it up. I said, well, shit. If it catches fire, let them deal with it.
Ain't gonna catch fire now. It's unplugged now.
Yeah, I unplugged it. Man, I don't worry about that. Well,
I know for sure I'm gonna be going live this weekend, probably Sunday night, maybe Monday night.
Well, yeah,
because I'm gonna have to be running that water every hour like I've been doing.
You ought to invent something where you make it go down. But you're up anyway.
Now, they was talking about ice storms, and, the TV, they always tell you to be prepared, pets, plants, pipes, stuff like that. But they said, some people might lose electricity, so make sure your elderly people, family, are taken care of with extra blankets or whatever. So I'm like, boy, I never thought about losing electricity. Because we got gas.
We
we have gas, and
Yeah.
I got my water heater's gas, but it's not. It's a tankless heater, so it needs electricity for it to come on. It's got a panel on it with the temperature, touch button, touch panel.
Yeah.
A couple of buttons you press, for the temperature and all that, water temperature, and it's a digital readout. Well, it needs electricity to work. So we lose electricity. Uh, I'll have my stove. I just light my stove by hand. Just the oven won't work. The top will, but the oven won't. But I have an inverter. I have a Cobra. A buddy of mine gave me. It's a Cobra inverter. It's like
Yeah.
a sine. I don't know if it's the full sine wave. I think it's a full sine wave. It's a few hundred watts. It's not much. It's small. It's about like this, about that thick, about a foot, 10 inches to a foot by about 6 or 7 inches. You hook it up to a battery, a car battery, and then it pumps out 110 volts. Enough to run a light or, maybe a fan, maybe something like that. Yeah, a fan and, some LED lights, hell, you can run a big old string of LED lights because LEDs don't draw no juice. Like they'll draw, say, point, they'll draw 20 microamps or 20 milliamps. I'm sorry, milliamps, not microamps. 20 milliamps, which that's not much because it takes 1,000 milliamps to make an amp. So you get a string of LED. Let's see, what's 100 times 20? Let me see something here. Milliamps go a little different. 100 times 20. That's 2,000. Okay, that would be 100 LEDs would be 2 amps. Okay, at 110, 2 amps. 2 times 110. Okay, that's 220 watts. Okay. But man, 200 or 100, whatever. What did I say? Yeah, 100 LEDs times 20. Yeah, 100 LEDs. Man, this house would be lit up like I'll get out daytime, brighter than daytime, with 100 LEDs in here. Spaced out on a ribbon.
Zanron says hi, and
where's Zanron?
must
There
be
he
doing
is.
live.
What's up, Zanron?
He must be going live soon.
Going live soon? Oh, what time is
I
it?
guess. I don't know. 2:20. Usually does around 3, 4 o'clock. Yeah. I heard hell. I'm going everybody's show. No.
So I could use that inverter because I got lights for in the house for when we lose electricity. I got lights. I got LED lights all over the damn place. When you get them for $3 at AliExpress or whatever, like this, just like a dorm light or a bedroom light or whatever. Look at that. Shit, man, that's bright at night. Look at that. Yeah, buddy. I forget how many.
It's only 2:30 Elderberry at 2:22.
Elderberry, what's up, mon ami? What's that? Oh.
Yeah.
But I got some of those camping lights, round and looks like they pull up, but they don't. But you just turn them on. Those things last. Oh crap! Like 8, 9 hours. You put them on like medium. You don't put them on high. Put them on low or medium, and they last man, forever, 6 hours. But these on low, they last a long time. And what else?
I like LED.
I got, like I say, I got some more of these over there. They have a lightning deal on them, $2 a piece at $2.50. I say, I'm gonna get a couple more. Anyway, yeah, I got that inverter Barry gave me, and it looked brand new. It was in a box. It looked brand new, plastic case. I got 2 batteries, 2 good, vehicle battery, car battery. One's brand, not quite. Well, it's a few years old, but hell, it's just been sitting in the Jeep. I need to put a charge on that. I think Johnny's gonna come over tomorrow and bring his. I told him to bring his battery. Plug your headphones in and take them out. Do that thing.
Oh, I did that earlier. It's a pain in the ass. I mean, I didn't do it on your stream. I did it on mine. I'm doing good, Elderberry. I did a stream earlier. And then I went to Scotty's and just,
I was sleeping for that.
I know.
Still echoing. Wait, let's see. Okay, it's gone. Yeah, all you gotta do is plug it in, take it out. I don't know what causes that. No idea, for when you.
I don't know. See, I never hear it.
No,
I never hear it. I can go back and watch the replay.
When it used to echo on mine, before I got this mic right here, right here, I was using my laptop mic, and everybody would tell me I was echoing. No, I mean everybody could hear echo. I couldn't hear it. They could hear it when they would talk. So when I put in my earbuds, that's why StreamYard tells you, do you have an echo? Put in earbuds or headphones. It'll stop it. And sure enough, it does.
Yeah, because they caused it.
No, the earbuds doesn't cause it. No, they say plug them in and the echo will be gone. So,
yeah. Well, they've always said that. They just troubleshoot.
Yeah, troubleshooting. Yeah.
Troubleshoot whatever it is. Yeah. They've always done that. Oh, but yeah, I'm doing good. I
gotta get some more.
I was only going to do an hour stream. I did an hour and a half, and then I went right to Skies, did another hour, and he ended his about 10:35 or so, and then Cajun started his a little after 12 or 1 o'clock. I said, "Yeah, I'll jump on. Why not? I'm still awake. I'll go to sleep eventually." I don't have to wake up till at least 10 o'clock to open the door, do the bar. Put the bar on the door to lock it. So, as long as I'm up before, well, no, she won't even get home at 11 o'clock. Really, 10 or 11. As long as I'm up before, I don't get banging on the window or anything. But I usually get up early anyway. Considering I just got a pile of dishes in the damn sink I got to put up, wash in the morning, something like that. Coffee's here. How is Scotty? Scotty last night was talking. He said he had the worst day or something. Just a personal. He said he smoked an entire pack of cigarettes from 9 in the morning to 9 at night. He's like, "Don't judge me," and I'm like, "I don't judge anybody. I don't care what anybody does. Smoke, drink, I don't care. Don't affect me." He was showing that picture, that Egyptian picture on his thing, and then a few other things. But I literally ended my stream and went right into his and said, "Hey," I said, "I'm here for the best part of the stream." And he goes, "Well, thank you for all my hard work goes down the drain. You're not watching this." I said, "No, let me rephrase that." I said, "The best part of the stream is the 15 minutes you do. The second best part is what you do afterwards." And he started laughing. Like, don't mind me. I said, I just ate something. Food just isn't, it's gotta meticulate. Still right. Well, it's drizzling out there now. It's just I keep hearing the drizzling. So, I'm trying to make another go at this monetization thing. I don't know how I don't know how I'm gonna get screwed a third time. That's driving me crazy. I'm like, what the hell is that thing flying up there? It ain't even thing flying. That's the deal. Yeah. My dude lost a damn leg. I'd be in pain too. You can't blame him for all the shit that's going on. His hell, everybody's life's got something going on. I told him last night. I said I've been in a midlife crisis for the last 7 years. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do now. Huh. Shit. I'm taking this day by day. Got the whole house smelling like bacon. I only cooked 3 pieces of bacon. That's all right. It'll wake me up in the morning when I get up in the morning, and then I fix more bacon.
I gotta straighten my jumpers out. 4? I thought I had like 6 or 8 of them in that pile. Damn.
Yeah. You saw the elusive neuropathy. That's what Cage's got. Neuropathy. That's when you get it. But his way, he didn't have to. It wasn't that bad. But once it spreads up, it gets your toe, it gets you this, and then just said, hell, I'm taking it all off. But
yeah, I sound like I'm in pain all the time. I am in pain all the time. I sure am.
That's the Santa Claus thing. That looks just like Scotty. I told Scotty, I said, you should sue Tops. I said, this is an exact portrait of you. An exact portrait. This from like 2003, 2007. I have this. I found the other Santa Claus set up there, but
gotta get me.
I had it facing forward because Scotty wanted me to. He's like, "Let me see your face," and I go, "You've seen it before." I said, "Here's my face," and I did it for about 30 seconds. I said, "All right, you've seen my face. Now you don't need to see it anymore. There ain't nothing new to my face. It ain't changed." But
hold up.
Gotta change the settings in that.
See which one's 3 foot and which one's 3.5.
I'm gonna say they're all the same.
No, they're not.
Well, I don't know. See, I don't know.
I ordered one that was 3 foot exactly, and then a meter and a half or a meter. So there's 3 inches. A meter is 3 foot 3. 0.3.
11. Yeah.
All these are a meter. This one is probably 3 foot. Nope, that one's a meter too. And I got 5 on a lightning deal from AliExpress from China. Everybody, why did you buy American leads? I said, because they get them from China. That's why. I ain't gonna pay the inflated price.
They build all that crap in China. They build all that crap in China. They ship it to America just to ship it back to China, just so you can have it back in America.
Yeah. Hell, I bought some. Where's it at?
No, I sort of know what Scotty had. Yeah.
Where is it at? Right here. This Kenwick. Right here. Autowick by Kenwick. It's Chemtronics. I'm sorry, Chemtronics. Some of the best you can get. American made, baby. Made in USA. you know, or without American company. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Guess where I got that roll from? AliExpress.
American.
It's made in China and then shipped to the U.S.
Well, that's how they all do it.
It's a United States company, but they have China built it, makes it, which is, you know, quality. It is quality. Don't get me wrong. But
Well,
and that solder braid, that solder wick has a nice, soft, silky feel to it when you take out a little bit like this and you do like this. It's got a silky feel. Some of the other wicks like this don't have that. I've got solder suckers and all that. I've got rows and rows of this crap. Okay, of this stuff. I mean, it's not crap, but I got rows and rows of it. I got no name brand. I got Lafleur brand. I got, you know, that's French Lafleur. I got other name brand. I got Gutwick that's made in Japan. That's top quality stuff there. I've got a few rolls of that. I had some and I didn't even know I had it. I had put it up, you know, and I didn't know it was Gutwick when I got it in. I didn't even look at it. I just ordered it and put it in the drawer.
That's where it went to.
Yeah, clots, blood vessels collapsing. Man, I got 60% blockage in my main arteries in my legs. I got 50% right here, my neck. 50% blockage there. But it ain't enough for stents, not yet. But I got neuropathy so damn bad, man. Shit. And a buddy of mine, Matt, I used to run a crew for him, plumbing and electrical crew, and that man worked all his life. He was on his feet all his life, steady, you know, doing stuff, bending down, getting up, all that. All them good exercises. And he's a good sized man, okay? Well, he was the last one you'd have thought of that had blockage with all that damn work he done. But the doctor did say that because he was so active and all that, his main artery in his leg was clogged 100%. He said his leg was relying on smaller vessels, blood vessels, capillaries that grew. Because if you get a blockage, you'll get new capillaries that grow. Okay.
They grow around it. Yeah.
Yeah. Grow around it and transfer the blood. Like people up north, you know, where it's very cold all the time, Eskimos and all that, Inuits up north, people in Canada, people in the northern United States where it's cold a lot, they got a lot more blood capillaries in the ends of their fingers and their hands and all that because it's so cold. And all them extra capillaries keep the blood flowing so your hands are warmer. And that's a medical science proven fact. I learned that a long time ago. And I was like, man, I couldn't live up north. And they said, yeah, your body will adapt to it. You know, if you stay up there long enough, your body will adapt to it. You'll grow more capillaries, blood vessels, you know, small ones. You won't grow an artery. No, no. You won't grow veins. No, but you're going to grow small capillaries and whatever. So, yeah. But man, that neuropathy is killing me. Like, cut my legs off at the knee. Just cut them. Go ahead, do it. You know, I can't take it.
That's what Scotty basically said. They cut his toes off and said, you know what? I'm done with this. Just take the knee.
Yeah, take it to the knee. That's it. And then it'll be over with. You know?
Yeah, he's got the prosthetic thing. He went through a couple of them. He's got the main one, but yeah, works good for him.
Matt, too. Like I said, I ran a plumbing crew for him, electrical crew for him, and he's the last one I thought would ever get his leg cut off. They took his toe off, his big toe off. They took, and he had a, what do you call, ingrown toenail. And they said we got to let the ingrown toenail heal before we can do anything or whatever. And they like, well, no, an ingrown toenail never heals. It's always there. You gotta cut that. You gotta cut it. You know, the toenail. You gotta get that hook out of there. And so anyway, they mess around. They took his toe off. Then he was supposed to walk and do this and that. Well, they ended up, I think, taking his foot off or wanting to take his foot off. But they just went on ahead and cut it at the knee.
Yeah, they don't mess around.
Now he's gets around with a, prosthetic.
Yeah. Oh, you got to do all that stuff.
I need to get me another lead rack. I need to hang these up. I need to organize that lead rack. Wish I could move my camera over there. Oh, I need to get me another lead rack. I Googled them one day. Pomona lead racks, just to slide these in, these slot racks, like fingers. They're about long like your fingers. And but this way, you get like 11 slots, screw it on the wall, and then these just slide in, and they hang. These B and C connectors and 4mm jacks. You just slide them in there. You can put a bunch. You can put 6, 7, 8, whatever of these things. You can put, I think, about 5 or 6 of these on one slot, and they'll all hang, or a little more. Pomona, like $39 for one. I'm like, oh man, you gotta be out of your freaking mind. I'll make some. Take an old barbecue grill or oven rack or something, and put some tubing on it, where just this part of the coax slide in there. Shit, Full Wave Rec did that. I know he's sleeping.
He'll pop up. He'll appear.
No, he's sleeping. He's got to work tomorrow. He's sleeping. He got his he told me he got his what you call it back.
Yeah, he popped into my chat and he goes, "Oh, I'm not a troll." Or,
his email.
I got the channel back after 12 years or something like that. He said. And
yeah, what he did, he dropped his phone. I was live one day with you, I think, and or with somebody else. I forgot.
Wasn't me.
And he called me. And he called me on the phone, and I said, "Hey, I'm live." And I told him, I said, "I'll send you the link." And the email, I was live with you or with Wayne or somebody. I think it was Wayne. And
yeah, I don't think it was me, because I would have remembered that.
And then he dropped his phone before he went in his house for something, and he dropped his phone. When he opened the door, he tripped on the threshold or something and dropped his phone, and it cracked the screen. And he pressed a button. He said, "Let me see if this works." So he just touched the screen, and he heard the phone ringing. And what he did, I guess he hit last call, dial last call or whatever. And it was me on the phone. He said, "Man, I dropped my damn phone. The screen's splintered. I can't see nothing on it." I said, "Well, how'd you call me?" He said, "I just touched it and it called you." I'm like, last call dialed. Yep. So he got a new phone, but his password, he had took a picture of his password, and it was in that phone that the screen was all cracked. So he lost that email password for a long time. He finally got it back after 8 months or 6 months. He finally got it back. So now he's full wave wrecked again instead of halfway wrecked, which was the email was under his name, Daniel Cahoon.
Yeah. Well, he could always keep that second one, use it as a backup. Wants to get monetized, he could do his jokes on that channel. That could be his joke channel.
Yeah, joke channel. There you go.
Hey, everybody, here's my joke. Rate me. I'll be right back. I got to lean off the dock.
So anyway, Danny he made his own lead rack out of some kind of rack for. I don't know if it was a rack he found, a rack with the little oven rack or a refrigerator rack or something with the little wire racks about that far apart. Barbecue rack, and he had some silicone. I don't know if I got it right there or not. I don't know. Let me see. It might be in here. I seen it a while back. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Come on, where's it at? It's an orange silicone tubing. It's about the size of a battery, like that. It looks just like that. And it's hollow. And it's silicone tubing. And they cut them in pieces like that, and they put them on them little wires. And sure enough, it was perfect for hanging leads off of. Perfect. Well, damn it. I'll tell you what, I got this nice little thing a while back. I showed it to Johnny. Johnny said, man, that's neat. Well, crap. It's somewhere in one of my junk boxes. Need to get this iPhone working. My iPhone I need to get working. It's an iPhone 5, I think. I need to get it working. Little 1/4-inch driver. And it's either way. You put this on a 1/4-inch nut. Go that way, go that way. It's for tight spots like in chassis, radio chassis, on heat sinks. Or you could put a little bit in here. Just slip a bit in there, lock in. It'll lock in. Phillips bit, straight bit, don't matter. Them little short ones is perfect for this. Pat. I think I got that for $2 on a lightning deal. You get these little things for $1. Spudgers. Well, anyway. I sure like to know where my little thing went to. Here it is. Or here's a piece of it right here. Silicone tubing. They use them in waste oil heaters and HVAC. They use them because silicone don't burn. It takes a lot of heat to mess up silicone. He sent me a sample of it. Sent me a piece about like that. This is what he put on those on that barbecue rack or whatever on each side. And when you got two of these together like that, there was just a little bitty space, enough for coax to slip in, or lead wire, for a multimeter. Worked perfect. But I went on ahead and I found some lead racks on Amazon. And for the price they wanted like $40 on Panoma, California Electronics. They wanted like $40 for them. I'm like, hell, ain't no way I'm paying no $40 for a lead rack. I could get 4 or 5 of them for that price from Amazon. But I do need another one. I'll get one in a few months, I guess. Need to get some teeth pulled. My insurance don't cover it. Used to, but they stopped taking it. Damn it. Anybody with ACA knows what the hell I'm talking about. They forced you to get it, and you play hell for to find a doctor that accepts it. Thank you, Obama. Appreciate it very much for forcing that on people. Now you don't have to have it. Boy, I tell you what. They find another company that don't charge as much. Huh. Yeah. Well, I'll be 62 in April. I'll see what I can get. I paid my part in Social Security. I'll see what kind of insurance I can get. They say I'm missing 1 point to be eligible for Social Security. Wait a minute, I've been paying all that. Yeah, but you didn't work in the last so many. Well, hell, I'm disabled. I can't. Well, it don't matter. You can't get it. So I'll see if I can get some insurance off of their ass.
I'm crippled. Somebody give me some retirement benefits.
I'm crippled in the head. I'm crippled in the legs. My rooster's crippled. Yeah, man, I'm in bad shape. I can't do shit.
Well, we're gonna have to rebuild you like the $6 million man.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, give me some fake leg, strong arm, one strong arm.
We can rebuild him. You know,
a bionic pecker.
Sure, why not?
Damn.
Yeah. They can make anything nowadays.
I made some leads. Bought my own some Amphenol lead ends. I bought something like these. I prefer the right angle ones. Man, them right angle ones are like $8. They got a tariff on them things. If they wouldn't have a tariff on them, it's like $1.50 tariff on each one. I'm like, damn, the price of the leads like $6 and then $2 a tariff almost. And they're like $8 for one end, one connector like this. And you need one on each end like this. You need one on each end. That's $16 just in connectors. And then this little RG316's about, it's cheap. This stuff you get like, I don't know, 50 feet for 10, $15, something like that. You know, just say $1 a foot, okay? At the most, $1 a foot. You got 16, that's $20 for 3 foot. Over that. And then they get time building it, but you got a nice set of leads though. But I bought some of the Amphenol like this, and it's supposed to be a crimp on for the inside, for the pin. It's supposed to be a crimp on. I've got the crimp on too. I messed one up. I just went on ahead and soldered the damn thing. It's easier.
Now you know what you're doing with that.
Well, and I made my own. I got some leads over there. I made that's hanging up. Multimeter leads. I make my own. I buy them. I buy the ends, the safety ends, the right angle ones, or the straight ones. I got both. I made somebody a set. Made Johnny a set. I made. Did I make some for Full Wave Rack? I'm not sure. I know I made 2 sets and gave them away. Well, those cost because that silicone wire insulated is not cheap for them leads. In fact, it's like someplace it's $1 a foot. All you need is 3 foot, though. Per so that's $6 per multimeter. That's without the ends. The ends are like a couple bucks a piece.
Oh, that's what I went to.
And then you got some good wire like that when you make them. It's not actually the wire; it's the actual end that you put on it. You don't want the wire soldered to a little bitty old needle. That's not going to hold a lot of voltage. You want that big rod and that lead going all the way down, like the size of a pencil that you hold on the electricity part and probes. You want solid metal inside in that insulated part. You got special probes that they make for like high voltage. You got one that's like differential probe, high voltage. And then you got some for oscilloscopes. Man, those things are $800, especially for one for oscilloscope.
So I have this thing. Let's see.
I'm gonna get me some more coffee.
Yeah, when I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna drink some coffee.
Be back in a minute. I ain't got much left.
I'm pretty sure I killed the chat already. Right there. Stay. Do a video on that. Do a video on that. Do a video on the other thing. I'm just gonna throw something at the wall and see if it sticks. Basically. All right, who's still in the chat? Who's still up? Is Elderberry still here? Anybody still here? I know somebody's still here. It's still early. Ish. Mostly. I don't know. But damn fingers. What the fuck? Fingers are going haywire. It's like a mini Parkinson's or something. It does it every once in a blue moon. My finger or my wrist will just like move uncontrollably for about 20 seconds. Maybe I am getting Parkinson's. Who the hell knows? I don't go to the doctor for that shit. Everybody should donate to the Michael J. Fox Parkinson's Foundation thing. Only $42 billion. We still haven't found a cure for that damn thing. Another $42 billion probably won't do much, but donate anyway. Just in case. Damn. I'm gonna sleep good tonight. I know that. Yep, I have successfully put everybody to sleep. Usually I do that on my stream. I killed everybody in this stream too, apparently. Of course, I'm not on the YouTube side, so I can't see the number. But uh-oh. Oh, Cajun dropped off. Someone must have lost connection. Well, I'm taking over the stream now. All of a sudden, the thing went out. Well, hey, we started the stream like this with me on here, so he'll pop back in, and he'll notice it went out. It just went out all of a sudden. So, yeah. So now it is my stream, really, with no one talking. Feel right at home. But hey, if you got a request, just spit it out in the chat. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to say? What do you want to do? What do you want to eat? Remember, if Archaeology Mikey was here, he would have been eating his food. He would have said what he wanted to eat before saying hello like he usually did, and then did what he did, and that was that. Excuse me. I should have hit the mute button, but that's okay. So, yeah, that was a bit weird. Hope his power didn't go out over there. I mean, I'll keep her running. I can't shut the stream down. I can keep it running, but I'm sure I'll pop back up in a few minutes when he notices he ain't there. Where am I at? Wait a minute. Oh, see, there he is.
Wondering why it was so quiet.
About 2 minutes ago, yeah, the circle thing went out. You just went out.
Yeah, what I was doing? Was I at the coffee pot or?
You were at the coffee pot, and then the little circle, the screen went black, and a little circle came up. And, boop, and then when you came back on a minute ago, a little circle. Yeah, I don't know if it was StreamYards or you just went out. Nobody's in chat.
The inner screen, the internet. We got 5 people watching, and we don't.
Oh, I can't see. Yeah, I can't see the count. Well, nobody's saying anything. I was like, make a topic.
And then it went quiet. You was talking about something. I forget. Oh, I forget what you were talking about.
I was just rambling.
That hurts, man.
I was just killing time.
It got quiet, and I'm like, I guess he ran out of stuff to talk about. And then I wasn't even looking, and I'm like, oh shit, okay. Oh,
I was like, well, it's my stream now, I guess.
That's what I was talking about. With right angle ones like that?
Yeah.
That's the ones that are so expensive. And that's from DigiKey, The name, Amphenol. And a little bit of tariff on them.
Oh, that would make sense, yeah. Oh, man.
And it's American company. Amphenol's an American company. It's supposed to be made in USA, but they're not. It's the company's in the US. Amphenol's worldwide, but still in all, for connections and stuff like that, parts. They worldwide, but it's American company. I mean, but if you're worldwide and if you get stuff made in another country and get it shipped to you, even though it's your product and they shipping it to you, they're not charging you. You're not buying it from them. You just paying them to make it. They shouldn't be a tariff on that. Because it's just it's a U.S. company, but it's being made, sourced out overseas because we don't have the equipment here to make this stuff. They have it, so we pay them to make it for us. and then we got to pay a tariff on our own shit. No,
Well, they could
They're
just
just-
make their. They could, if they wanted to, and they got all
They
these
could
billions of dollars. They
get
could
them-
build the machines that they have and bring it. The whole
Yeah.
point of the tariffs
right.
is to bring the manufactured stuff back to the U.S. Doesn't matter if they're
Right.
a U.S. country.
Right.
If they're overseas, that doesn't mean shit. So it's cheap
But
labor
right
over
now-
there, you know.
Yeah,
That's
because
all it is.
Amphenol, they could make it here. They
No, I
could
know they
tool up a factory, a plant, tool it up just to make those ends, those connectors. But Amphenol, they got man thousands of different connectors, and I don't think they make. That's what I say. They outsource this stuff. They can't make Amphenol can't make everything they sell. They can't. It's
Probably don't make anything they
got
sell.
thousands of things. You know, they'd have to have. Oh man, just like Molex. You know, Deutsch connectors. Well, that's all they make is those type of connectors. But man, they make these. Okay, this one, right angles.
Man.
They make different sizes of these to fit different coaxes. This is a RG316. This is a mini coax. And it's better than the stuff you buy at the truck stop that's bigger. The gray stuff are like truck drivers use, the Mini 8, the 8X, 8 Mini 8U, Mini 8X. This stuff's better than that stuff because this is better shielded. But Amphenol makes CB mic plugs. They make PL259s to screw to a ham radio, the back of it, or a marine radio, or CB radio, copper radio. Those are Amphenol, and Amphenol makes those connectors like for a boat plug. You know, they just call them Amphenol pins. The harnesses, wire harnesses, all that, like Deutsch under the hood of a car, you got all them connectors. They make all of that stuff. So that there's a catalog of a few thousand things they make, and there's different sizes of those things. So there's like 20,000 items in a catalog. They can't make all that stuff. They can't. If they do, I'd like to know where that plant is because it would be the size of Texas. One building would be the size of Texas.
They outsource all that stuff. They can't make all of it.
Yeah.
Who knows if they make
They
any of it?
outsource it. That's why they get hit with a tariff. Like I said, it's a U.S. company,
Yeah.
but it ain't made in the USA. I know that. It's a U.S. company.
And that's why they
Like
get hit with it.
this woman, she had a baby or a couple of kids. And she was like, man, there's got to be a better way to do this or whatever. Well, she invented this little plate, feeding time for where the babies eat at, you know, in their eating tray, whatever. They're, you know them things you put a baby in and they eat? They got a little tray in front of them. What's that
I know
called?
what you're talking about. Like
I
a carriage?
forget something like that.
I don't know what the exact term of it is. I don't have any kids. I don't know.
They had a table, you know, and they tall, and the baby's about your height, you know. When you sit down and eat, and you can feed the baby a piece of something. Here you go, baby. Here you go. You know, here's a piece.
Yeah,
of
I don't
egg,
know what they call it.
open wide, shit
I
like
don't know
that.
what they call it. Yeah.
It's a where a baby sits down and eats, and there's a big tray in front of them. Well, this woman said there's got to be a better way because I got to clean this mess and all this. She invents this little silicone rubber thing that's made like like this. Okay, this is a heat mat. This is what I solder on. Okay, it's got little screws or whatever, this and that. I hardly ever put stuff in there. But anyway, they make big blue ones like this. You see people use. They got pockets on them, and I don't need all that crap. I don't work on phones. Okay, that's for somebody that works on phones and iPads. I'm working on big stuff, and I got big screws. I got screws that won't fit in this shit. Anyway, Look, it's flat like this. It kind of got a little edge on it. She invents this, and it's got these little rubber suction cups that's stuck to it. It's got a little like a buttonhole. Well, she has that made in India, I think. India, somewhere. And
Oh,
she had like, I forget, like 50,000 of it. She had to sign a contract, and then she had some. She didn't quite have the money to get them all, from the to get them over here. They were hers, uh, and she did real good with them. She invented it, did real good at a website, and they think they was like $30 a piece or something. Which these little blue mat things for electronic guys that work on phones, they them things are like $30, and they don't have all them feet on them and all that to feed a baby, and they clean up real easy. Silicone like that cleans up real easy. And all you do is wash it in it. Clean it washes better than a plate that you eat on. Dinner plate. Wash it cleans up better than that. You just hang it to dry to put it on a paper towel. I mean a towel. Press it down on a towel, turn it over, press it down. It's dry. You ain't got to do all this crap and all that. Well, when Trump introduced the tariffs, it was going to cost her, I forget how much money. And the stuff was already paid for. It was just to ship it to her. And it was the tariff was going to affect that. And I forget
damn.
how much it was. Like it was going to cost her extra $50,000. Somebody told her that was a YouTube video. Somebody told her in the comments, "Go up on price. That's the only thing you can do. That's what everybody else does. Go up on your price."
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Yeah.
Either that or
And then,
have somebody smuggle it into the country illegally.
yeah, that's kind of
Pay him, pay
hard.
him, pay him 10,000 to smuggle that shit in. Instead of 50,
Yeah, there you
right?
go. There you go.
Yeah, save some money, and then you can still up the price a little bit to make up for that money. So,
Yeah, but I mean, tariffs for one thing. But if it's a product that you already own, there shouldn't be a tariff on it.
well, yeah, I
If
agree.
it's something that I had made over and it's just paid for it, all I got to do is ship it here. There shouldn't be a tariff on
True there.
it. True
Oh,
that.
good
True
lord.
that.
I ate them grits and they playing havoc on my stomach.
Really, get you a swig
And
of
I
pepper,
fix them.
you'll be all right.
I fix them. Yeah, I fix them like I always do. I didn't even put pepper on it this time. And I think it was I drink those emergencies. Okay, you're supposed to drink one a day. I sometimes drink two or three,
What's that?
and it's got a lot of.
Emergency.
It's that vitamin C thing for colds and stuff.
Oh,
They have
huh.
an orange and well, they tell you drink one because I drink like two. Sometimes I'll drink two or three, but I think I'm putting too much vitamin C in my body, and that's you have
Yeah,
too much
well,
vitamin C,
that'll
it'll
burn your
come out.
stomach. Vitamin
Yeah,
C will burn your stomach. That's called citric acid. It will burn your stomach.
yeah.
Lemonade, man. If you drink a lot of homemade lemonade,
Oh, I can't do
that'll
that
that'll
anymore.
upset your stomach. It'll burn your stomach.
Oh yeah. Well, it gives you diarrhea too, mostly if they say you too much vitamin C. But
Not me. Now, if you take it in a pill form, you're all right. Vitamin C,
yeah,
like 1,000 milligrams or 500, whatever. Your body will probably react to it. Too much vitamin C. Go in some kind of vitamin C shock or something.
no, I'm sure.
But if that's
That's
all
what
you
I
got to
would.
eat,
Yeah.
that's all you got to eat. Like if you stranded on a desert island, like Gilligan's Island, and uh, all you got is orange trees and grapefruit trees on the island, that's it. And you can't catch a fish. You got to eat oranges.
Yeah, pretty much. I'd rather they have bananas. I'd be like, banana tree. Thank you, Lord.
Now, too much potassium, yeah, you'll OD on that. You'll overdose on potassium. I don't know how gorillas, apes don't OD on it. I guess they know when they got enough because bananas, potassium. They say for cramps
It's not a lot though.
take potassium, but uh,
My
you'll
mom
OD
went to
on
the
eating just
doctor and they
bananas.
told her that my mom was
Mm,
eating bananas and her potassium was high, and she went to
uh-huh.
the doctor and the doctor said, "Oh, bananas have so little potassium it wouldn't even affect you like that."
Really?
hmm It was a blood medication that they changed their blood medication, spiked their
Oh,
potassium, and I'm like, and they did not tell you one of the side effects. Did they bother to even tell you about that? So um, but that's what the doctor told her that it doesn't have it, you would have to eat like hundreds of bananas to feel anything. So I
when my
mean,
gallbladder went out on me, my potassium levels dropped to nothing, and they were giving me what they call a banana bag because the fluid inside the bag was yellow. And the bag wasn't shaped like a banana, but they called it a banana bag because potassium. And
yeah.
they was like, "Well, okay." I was supposed to have surgery the next morning. No, I was supposed to have surgery that day. Nope. Emergency surgery. Nope. No potassium. So they gave me potassium. Next morning, prep for surgery. No potassium. And I said, "Okay, no, we can't do it." The blood work came in. No potassium. My body was using up the potassium for some reason. My spleen was pissed off at my gallbladder. My gallbladder wasn't working. The potassium was going somewhere. They did a science experiment. They was you know, uh, marking down how much they were going out, and I would have to when I'd use the bathroom to pee, I would save the in the urine collector, the thing you pee in, or instead of the toilet. They had me pee in that thing and put it on ice. They had a ice chest,
Hmm.
a styrofoam ice chest with ice, and I had to put that on ice and all that. So they measured amount in, amount out, and and then they would check for potassium in the urine and all that. Well, after the 15th day, finally I got my gallbladder surgery. But I told them, I said, "Why don't y'all give me 2 bags of that potassium?" And I says, then my body will use up what it needs, and then they'll have some left over. Say, "No, you'll die." I'm like, "Oh hell!" I said, "Well, I'm gonna die in surgery, right?" And they said, "Well, yeah, yeah, you would die in surgery with no potassium." I'm like, and I said, "And then too much
Well, shit.
potassium, I die." They said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, hell, I can't win for losing."
Yeah.
And they like, your body absorb it, and then the levels will level out. Okay. The levels will level out. Yeah. Whatever. Okay. So finally, after the 15th day, I got my surgery done. I was in the hospital for over 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks. And they called me a living legend. And they said, "You're a legend," in the operating room. When I went through in the gurney, I was awake, aware, and they were like, "You a legend." I'm like, "How's that?" They said, "You survived the you were the longest survivor of needing emergency surgery of all time yet. You a legend on the board." So
I'd
I
be
don't
like,
know.
well, that means I don't have to pay the hospital bill. See you, ladies. See you,
Yeah,
nurse. See you, doctor. I'm out.
without dying. Needing the longest needing emergency surgery without dying. So I
Yeah,
got
it's a record you don't want
I
to
hold
have.
the record for that. And William he always calls me a living legend, a legend. He said,
Hmm.
"Cajun's a living legend."
It's like,
And
yeah, I just didn't feel like croaking in this damn hospital.
lawnmower knowledge. Like, "Man, you the king of lawnmower, small engines." I'm like, "No, I ain't." I said, "They got a lot of people way better than me."
That depends on who they see.
Oh.
Yeah, I put chat to sleep. Oh.
I got 4 people watching. Been on 2.5 hours. I'm fixing to eat and go back to bed.
Oh yeah. Whenever you wrap this up, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I'm glad you
I'm
got it.
starting.
I wasn't gonna go live if you wouldn't have been there. I wasn't gonna go live. Well, yeah, no, I wasn't. I wouldn't have went live.
I was waiting for you to go out the other night. And I said, "Ah, he's probably sleeping."
I been catching up on watching some of my buddies' videos.
Ah,
So, but yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna jump out of here. Well, I appreciate everybody coming in.
thank you for giving me the link.
Oh yeah, no problem. That's all the time. That's my man right there. Now that's one of my bestest as co-hosts.
Sir,
So
everybody watching the crap.
I had sent Richard one with electronics repair, but anyway, I'm watching one of his now. He's working on an amplifier. Well, you know, I watch a few minutes of it, then I get interrupted, then I watch it later, and well, anyway. So, all right, everybody. As always, well, wait a minute. Now, I ain't did it in so long. Well, we're gonna do the short version. As always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. Please,
We out.
Yeah, and that's